Hey guys, so finally after a huge silence, we are getting some official news for Apex Legends Mobile. Meanwhile, we got to see some private Chinese beta which included both iOS and Android devices, in which we saw one of our favorites as well as the OG map King's Canyon. We also saw a glimpse of a new arena map called Party Crasher. We saw multiple updates being pushed to the Play Store. We also saw people debating over FPP versus TPP and mobile devices versus iPad devices. We even saw this screenshot showing a tablet device which most people think is an iPad, and it's giving off 90 FPS in the game while testing the second Chinese closed beta. It's kind of crazy to see the community so hyperactive and engaging even when the game is not yet available for most of the people. So in this video, we will discuss, is this image real or fake? And if real, is 90 FPS good enough for a game like Apex Legends Mobile? Or does it need more frames for a player to enjoy the game to its fullest? Now first and foremost, the device in this image is Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 and not an iPad. And that's why the FPS meter is showing the application symbol as Android. Also, the device Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 has 120Hz refresh rate, and therefore the game is running on 90 FPS. Now, is 90 FPS good enough? See, to play games like Apex, a gamer requires to have as much information as they can while playing the game. We need to see the fast moving enemies as clearly as possible to track our aim and eliminate them before they do so. And that's where FPS or frames per second and screen refresh rate comes into play. The more frames you have, the more information you'll have about the game. But to see those frames, you'll need to have a good screen with a high refresh rate. Now refresh rate means how many times per second a new image is drawn on a screen. If you have a device that has 60 Hz, means your device is only capable to show 60 frames per second, and hence even if you get 90 frames or 120 frames, it will not be useful. Now looking at the mobile market, 80 to 85% of the people are budget gamers and have a device that has either 60Hz or 90Hz refresh rate screen. Hence, of course, having more frames will result in smooth gameplay, but to render those frames, we need to have a good processor, and to see those frames properly, we need to have a screen with a higher refresh rate. Now, rendering those high frames also requires more stress on a processor, which eventually leads to overheating of a device and lagging of the game. And therefore, to provide the smoothest gameplay experience while targeting most of the audience, Apex Mobile developers might have decided to stick to 90 FPS, as it will provide a perfect balance between smooth gameplay and max audience at the global launch of the game. Now this doesn't mean that 90 FPS will be the max FPS we'll be getting all the time. As the game progresses and more powerful devices get launched into the market, developers will most likely also include 120 FPS in the game in the upcoming future, which will enhance the gameplay experience and make Apex Legends the best mobile game in the market. So I hope you liked the video. I always try to bring different and unique content from the others, so please consider liking this video and hitting the subscribe button to support me and encourage me to bring more content like this in the future. Peace.